This podcast is part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network. Go to bigheadsmedia.com for more great podcasts.
Ladies and gentlemen, making their way to the microphones, it's Kenny. It's Jack. It's the Rock and Roll Up Podcast.
Shh. Hello, mates. There's someone in the house.
Rock and Roll Up's in the house, that's
Hey,
who.
I'm Jack.
I'm Kenny.
Woo!
Spooky.
Are you the ghost of Kenny?
I'm the ghost of Halloween past.
Oh my lord, that's right. Halloween is here.
Halloween.
Well, I mean, we're recording this sometime before Halloween.
Yeah.
But
And it will be released. Well, Halloween is in
Before
4 days
Halloween.
for all you people.
yeah, what a treat! What an early Halloween treat.
Yeah.
A Halloween special today.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna have a little spooky twist on it. Yeah. Ooh, a bit scary. You know, there's gonna be some jumps.
It's going to be some scares.
I got you.
Oh, damn it.
I got you.
Hey.
He's pissed everywhere.
Oh.
Literally everywhere.
Yeah, no, that's just the Halloween juice.
That's Halloween
Me
juice.
special juice.
That's a special Halloween pumpkin
Yeah,
frappuccino.
Halloween. Talk to me about Halloween.
Look, I think we all agree
We-
Halloween began with the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain.
Have we agreed on that?
I think we can all agree.
I went to school with someone called
Samhain.
Sam Hain.
I think he did. Look, Samhain, it marks the end of the summer harvest and the beginning of a cold, dark winter.
Right.
Very much like this podcast.
Yeah.
The Celts believed on the 31st of October, the boundaries between the worlds of the living and the dead were blurred. It's all from up here, mate. All
Right.
from the nog.
Yeah.
All from the
Just a
eggnog.
conversational podcast.
Just a conversational podcast.
Yeah.
You know, sacred bonfires were built. You know, fortunes were told by the druids.
Right.
You know,
So
it's getting a bit Spinal Tap.
where
this.
does the candy come into it?
Well, the Romans came along.
Oh no,
Yeah,
not the Romans.
with their bobbing of the apples. Yeah, and their underfloor heating.
It's their fault.
Yeah, and they combine everything, didn't they? The Romans.
Yeah.
They're like, all that stuff you do,
Yeah.
paganism. Just pop some Jesus in there, pop some Christianity in
That's
there.
what we like.
You know, so that's kind of what happened then.
Yeah.
Bring it forward to now. It's a bit commercial.
Where did
now,
the
isn't it, mate?
slutty costumes come from? Was that the
I think
Druids?
down the road? I think
Was
there
that
used to be a costume shop here, didn't there?
Yeah.
Then it closed.
Well, Halloween. What does it mean to you? Apart from the history of which you have memorised.
I know a lot about
Just know a lot of stuff.
pagan festivals. But
Yeah.
what to say? I like Halloween. I like
it.
For me, it does mark the beginning of an exciting few months of events.
Yeah.
You know, Halloween, fireworks, Christmas, New Year, then the inevitable depression.
Of course.
You know, between sort of then and the next Halloween.
Yeah, we're fans of what the Americans would call the fall season.
Oh, I like a fall.
We like autumn, we like winter, we like Christmas, we
The
love
leaves,
Christmas.
when all the leaves are
you
brown.
think this is going to be good, which many of you probably questioning that already.
Who's thinking this is going to be good?
You wait
I'm
for
not.
the Christmas specials. I think
Of which there'll be a plenty.
me and Cowling are, well, we're huge Christmas fans. But
I like Christmas, but before that,
we love this whole time
we
of year,
love
don't we?
Halloween.
It's the most wonderful time.
you're doing
of the
Christmas
year.
again.
Oh,
yeah,
right,
yeah. We'll talk
Yeah.
about Halloween music later on.
We will, yeah.
But we're here. What are your plans? What you got planned for Halloween?
I don't
Because us
know.
Brits don't do it as maybe
No.
as extravagant as the Americans
No,
do.
I think it's once you've graduated, being able to go around people's houses asking for free stuff.
Yeah, I mean I still do that.
It's
now.
you don't really ask though, do you?
No, I take.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a Halloween
Yeah.
thief.
Yeah, it's a very different
Yeah.
trick or treat or steal.
Yeah.
That's-
No, I don't even ask. Just
Yeah. Oh, that's quite a good.
I go
What
through
was
the
that?
keyhole. I'm like Santa. You know, if you don't have a chimney, Santa has got a special key for your door.
Yeah.
I'm like that.
You've got a special
I've got a
brick for the
special-
window.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I don't know. I'll probably snuggle down with me self and cry.
Okay, with your Halloween blankie.
I'll probably watch. I like watching scary films. I like the whole.
Well, we'll
sort
talk
of-
about that as well. It's the
I like
whole
it.
pop culture impact of Halloween.
That's
yeah.
more what I enjoy.
Do
yeah.
you dress up your house, your abode?
No.
A little bit? No
No.
decorations. I used to when I
No.
was younger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I no,
Will you be getting a pumpkin?
no.
Will you be carving a pumpkin?
How would I carve it if I didn't get one?
Someone else's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No,
Will you be carving a pumpkin into your flesh?
Yes.
As
Now
always.
you've got
Yeah.
it. Now
Have
you've
you
got
ever
it.
carved a pumpkin?
Only once. It's really hard.
It is, yeah. I've never carved one.
You've never carved one?
I never have. No, Danielle, my partner in
Yeah.
crime, she often paints a pumpkin for Halloween.
Paint.
Did one for
So
for it. Did like a
Right.
Pennywise pumpkin, all
right.
painted up and that.
So you don't make any holes in it. You just paint
Well,
it.
it lasts longer if you don't. You see, yeah, because you cut it open, it
Right.
goes all gammy, doesn't it? You have
Yeah.
that pumpkin smell.
Pumpkin
Yeah.
pie. Pumpkin spiced latte.
Well, we've had a
They're
couple
in
of
the
those.
shops.
Yeah.
They're in the shop.
Although we opted for a macchiato instead, didn't we, the other day?
Is Mr. Macchiato.
Just two lads, drinking, talking business plans over a macchiato.
Yeah.
There's nothing
With
weird
a
about
Tesco
that.
meal deal.
Gently carving pumpkins into our flesh.
Yeah.
So,
are you going to be up to anything?
I don't think so. Probably stick on the movie. We debated putting a little sign up in our communal buildings on the message board to say people are welcome to trick or treat, and then we emailed kind of our community, whoever who's in charge of the kind of the building and the meeting of the peoples,
Yeah.
and she advised us not to do that.
Right.
This building is not suitable for any kind of trick or treats,
Fantastic.
so don't be doing that. So
Because you live in an ex-convent,
yes, well you'd think that
which is a place
that would be
where
a safe
nuns lived.
haven. Yeah, it should be a safe haven for children, but well, then again, but apparently not. So no children allowed. So I'll just scoff down on some sweetums.
Yeah.
Watch a little movie.
I'll watch a film and
have a little cough.
Yeah, I've never.
Might have a hot dog.
Hey, yeah.
That seems to
bloody
be a bit of a
hot
Halloween
dog's
thing,
cool,
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Is that I think because it used to be firework night, I'd go and get a hot dog.
Yeah.
I've just moved that up to Halloween now.
Yeah.
Little theme.
And then have hot dogs all week.
No, I have hot dogs through to New Year's Day,
Yeah.
and then I'm on
The old
party
Christmas
poppers.
Day hot dog.
yeah.
So,
Ooh, Christmas
what are we
dinner
going to
hot
talk
dog.
about today?
Christmas dinner hot dog.
That'd be
That
nice.
sounds
wouldn't it?
great. We are going to. Everything's going to have a Halloween theme, like we said.
Yeah.
So, I think we're going to ask some pertinent, spooky questions. Perhaps I've prepared a little something special for you. Actually,
Have you?
yeah,
Is it pumpkin pie?
I have.
Is
Yeah,
it pumpkin spice latte
Whoops.
pie?
Yes, I left it on the windowsill.
Oh,
A little
yeah,
witch
I like my
swept
pie.
by and nicked it.
Yeah, did she?
I
Was
when you
that
like my
better or-
pie. I don't look at.
We're going to talk about some
questions.
films.
We're
We're going to talk about some music, some of our
things.
favourite.
I'm hiding my secret questions from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going
us-
to talk about special Halloween things. Go on, list it.
Well, with films, bands. We also got a special horror Halloween themed monkey tennis.
Oh my lord!
And a Halloween horror themed hip trip hooray.
Oh my lord!
And a pun association.
Oh my
It's all to
lord!
come.
It's all to come.
And you've got some spooky jokes. haven't you?
I might have some
As well,
spooky
a bit,
jokes.
a
Yeah.
bit, yeah.
So it's.
What are we doing first, though?
I'm gonna lay you down. Dip some pumpkin
Lay
juice
that
all over
smack
you.
down on me.
Massage it in,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna present to you some worldly superstitions. Are you a superstitious man at all?
No.
Stevie Wonder was.
No, I'm not.
And he lost his eyes.
Yeah. Well, that's what you get for being superstitious.
Yeah, he walked under too many ladders.
Yeah. Not no, not
No?
in any way.
You wouldn't step over a crack in a pavement.
I'm a
or-
man of science.
You're a man of science.
Yeah.
You're Darwin's beloved best bud.
stupid cousin.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I don't follow any superstitions.
No, I don't.
think.
But I have been cursed because I have so
Yeah.
much bad luck. But
Yeah,
I don't
that's
follow
true.
any of them.
Yeah, of course, luck doesn't exist. You're just a.
Luck be a lady tonight. Ooh. Oh.
No, I would happily step on all cracks. I'd walk under all ladders.
I would happily step on all cracks. Yeah. Well, just
yeah.
quote Kenny Beveridge 2K19.
But superstitions are interesting.
I'm going to lay some on
obviously
you.
they're
I'm
ridiculous.
going to.
Go on.
I'm going to give you. 'Cause there's some pretty weird ones out there.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you. There's going to be 6. I'm going
Right.
to do it in blocks of 3.
Okay.
I know this is going to last all of 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm going to read them out to you. 2 of them real superstitions from all over the world.
Only 2.
1 false.
Oh, okay. In 2 blocks. Okay.
Made
Go on
up.
then.
So
This'll be good.
overall, 2 false. That's maths.
Lovely.
I'm
That's how.
I'm going to read 3 to you right now. That's
Alright.
how maths works. Ooh,
Here we
spooky
go.
maths. Ooh, I'm scared. What's that over there? It's just a TV. Here we go.
Go on.
In Japan, it is common to cover your thumbs when walking past a cemetery in order to protect your parents from death. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll be careful we don't offend anyone here.
Maybe.
Could be legit.
Could be legit.
Could be legit.
Who knows?
Number 2.
Yep.
In Turkey, you must never jump over a child. Doing so will curse them to be short forever. Okay?
I've made it over you once,
Well,
laddie.
the thing about you is you'd step over cracks and you're jumping over kids all the time.
Yeah, I didn't
So
realise
don't
that
go
that
to
was going to
Turkey.
be an issue.
All right?
All right. Okay.
Oh, Turkey. Christmas.
Christmas.
Oh,
Hot
yeah.
dogs.
Third one for this round.
Yeah.
In ancient Rome, grapes were treated as a symbol of fertility. All about the Romans again.
Yeah.
And therefore classed as an aphrodisiac.
Mm-hmm.
Grapes were placed inside the anus. Sorry? This is history.
Right. Okay.
Right inside the anus, in the belief that you are more likely to get pregnant if done so. Or if to do so, rather. Later inspiring the phrase, put a cork in it.
That's not.
Okay? So
Okay.
Japan,
Yeah.
cover your thumbs. Turkey, do not jump over little midget child. Rome, grapes, whoop, up the Jack Sea to get pregnant.
Okay. So grapes are a sign of kind of wealth, aren't they? And kind of
Definitely.
decadence.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
so perhaps they could be a sign with fertility. They're quite round, like an egg.
They are, yeah. Yep.
Thumbs. I'm not sure about.
Well, you can put a thumb up the arse as well. So, you know,
And
whatever works
you
for
could
you.
put a small child up there if you wanted to. Small.
We're talking about the convent again.
Sorry, what?
Yeah.
I am going to say that the grapes are true,
Okay.
and I'm going to, and the other two, it's hard to pick. So I've got.
So what are you going to do? Are
thumbs.
you going to say a definite true and then what you think isn't true? Or are you going to just say what you think isn't true?
I'm going to say, so I think the grapes are true,
Okay.
and I think that the thumbs are not true, and I
Okay.
think that the jumping over the child is true.
Okay. I can reveal in Japan, you should cover your thumbs when walking
Okay.
past the cemetery.
All right.
That is real. In Turkey, you must never jump over a child.
Oh,
That's true.
no.
The grapes up
You've
the
done me
up the
with the
bum bum
anal.
are not true.
I've been pulled in.
I didn't think I would get you with that one, but I guess you're more gullible than I thought.
I'm more into anal than I.
Eh,
Shanty, come here.
Oh my lord! Get the grapes out.
Have you got any information on these? Why the thumbs? What's that about? You don't. do you? You've not-
To be honest, I didn't look much further than goodhousekeeping.com where these facts came from. If this is offensive to any cultures, I do
Yeah.
apologise.
Yes.
No, I don't know. I don't know what it is.
All right. There you go.
I don't know what the thumb is representing, but
Jumping over the child. And where was that?
that's in Turkey.
In Turkey.
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So no hopscotch or skipping over children.
Right. Okay.
I'm gonna give you 3 more again. Same rules apply.
Yeah.
We begin. In China, the number 4 is feared as it sounds very close to the Chinese word for death.
Right.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Yep.
The phrase "knock on wood"
Mm-hmm.
is often misused and misattributed.
Oh, wood.
Exactly. The phrase "knock on wood."
Baby.
It was in fact Mick Jagger who coined the term after believing he conquered stage fright by high-fiving Ronnie Wood before every performance. Number 3.
I want that to be true so badly.
Stepping in dog poop is actually considered good luck in France, but only if done with your left foot.
Right.
So we've got Chinese number 4, sounds like death.
Yep.
Knock on wood comes from Mick Jagger.
Yep.
Or stepping in dog poop with your left foot is all right in France.
I have no idea why I think this, but I think I've heard of the dog poop one.
Oh, have
So
you?
I'm going to say that's true,
Okay.
unless you've made it up and then I haven't heard it.
Yeah, well, that you might have heard it from me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the Mick Jagger one is just too cool to be true.
Yeah.
I'm going to say you've mentioned the Jagger's name to try and tempt me into a truth,
Okay.
and I'm going to say it's false.
Okay. That is correct.
Yes,
That
thank
is
God.
correct. Yeah, the phrase "knock on wood" was not created by Mick Jagger because he used to high five Ronnie Wood.
Shock horror.
Shock horror. Yeah. So there we go. Yeah, and China, the number 4 is feared, as is the stepping and dog poop. That is lucky
true.
in France. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 1 for 1 there. You got one wrong. You got one right.
Right.
So
right.
well, superstitions, eh?
Yeah. Weird, aren't they?
Well, bit weird. Yeah,
Yeah.
some of those. I mean, I just don't understand at all. But
It's culture, isn't it?
culture, innit, mate?
But
What's an obvious one here? It would be the ladders, wouldn't it? Going under ladders, black
Yeah.
cats.
black cats.
People say knock on wood a lot.
Yeah, but it's the other one. Is it blackbird? Good morning, blackbird. If you see 2 blackbirds.
Oh yeah, or was it magpies?
Sorry,
salute the
not-
magpie. Yeah.
So you got to salute your magpie. Your first magpie of the day, or you have bad luck if you don't.
Or you have bad breath.
And then if you eat a magpie not without cooking it properly, you get bad breath.
You get bad tummy.
Smashing glass. 7 years bad luck.
Smashing pumpkins. Halloween.
Yeah, smashing pumpkins. Overrated.
Yeah.
I guess the Halloween one is populated by. Is it saying someone's name 5 times in a mirror?
Yeah.
Candyman. Is it Candyman?
Well, if you say that 5 times, Sammy Davis Jr. turns up. Yeah. And he was a Satanist. That's a true story.
Sammy Davis Jr. was a Satanist.
He was. He really
Is that
was.
right?
Yeah. Well, what a nice Halloween
cool.
themed,
That was cool.
yeah, little gamey game.
Superstitions.
Boo! I got him again. Got him again there.
Oh, damn.
A little bit more dribbled out. Toot, toot,
Yeah.
toot.
Ooh, it's
Ooh.
my Halloween special.
This is my special pumpkin juice. Should we have some jokes of the week?
Hit me with your jokes. You're doing double feature.
I'm doing double feature, but I'll tell you what, it's not quite as it normally is.
No? Do you know
No.
why? 'Cause
Why?
we haven't yet played the jingle.
Oh, it's spooky. Play it. Now.
Jack's joke of the week.
I've done a Halloween version.
Yeah, it's
See what I mean?
spooky.
See what I've done there?
We've got to keep bringing. You must
Yeah.
keep bringing it back to Halloween. This is essential.
Go on.
Well, I've changed things up this week because, to be honest, lost my hard drive, so didn't have any of the jokes ready.
Oh.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to give you some punchlines, and together we're going to show people the inner workings of the pod,
Oh, great.
because people love that.
Yeah. How long's it taken us to plan this episode today?
Probably 10 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Apart from the nightmare of the, once again, technical issues. It is
my
Halloween,
God.
so a nightmare, I
Yeah,
suppose, is
That
relevant.
lead was haunted. That's why
It's
the
going to
pod
haunt
wouldn't
me
work.
forever.
Yeah.
Oh, here we are.
That's another £8 wasted. Please, you can
Yeah.
pledge to us at Patreon.
Money.
What?
Yeah, please let us live. Let me live. Oh, yeah. I'm going to give us some punchlines, and
Go
we're
on.
going to work backwards this week.
All right.
Punchline 1.
Yep.
Pumpkin pie.
Okay.
Punchline 2. Next thing I know, I'm bobbing for apples.
That's just funny in itself.
Pump line. I was going to say punchline 3.
Yeah.
Trick or treat, more like lick a teat.
What? Yeah.
Punchline 4. Premature ectoplasm.
I don't know
That's
what.
the stuff that comes out your mouth during a séance that can be photographed.
Okay. That's going to
Yeah.
be a tough one.
Yeah. So
Um,
I think maybe next thing I know, I'm bobbing for apples.
Yeah.
It could lend itself to something.
Right.
So let's work backwards.
Okay.
Let's work backwards.
So you've let out all 4 first.
So something.
That was
Well, I just thought
overwhelming.
because you might be able to pick one that works. We could mix them all together. But I
what
think
was one of them? Pumpkin
pie.
Yeah. What? So I'm thinking something. Don McLean. What's Don McLean's favourite
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Halloween treat?
Yeah. Okay. Pumpkin.
Or he said. What?
Bye
So it goes
bye.
what? Bye bye America.
Pumpkin
Bye
pie.
bye pumpkin pie. What does Don McLean? What does Don McLean say when he's been thrusted away by Jason Voorhees?
Okay.
He said bye bye Miss Pumpkin Pie.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
That's not no.
Tenuous.
Yeah. Next thing I know, I was bobbing for apples.
So
That's a good one.
how can we? Where can we go? Where can we go from there? So it's the 1-2. It's the diversion. Something was happening, but then next thing he knew, he was bobbing for apples. So
Yeah.
why would he be bobbing, or she,
Or she.
Or
We're
she.
inclusive here. Or
they
They.
be bobbing for apples? Fruit. Okay.
Really should have written these before. Shouldn't you?
Fruit. So they were. So your head's like in a bucket. So someone honking their horn outside.
There's no car there.
No.
There was no
Oh
car
my, is
there.
that a clown outside your window? Next thing I know, I'm bobbing for apples.
Yeah.
It's hard work,
I don't
isn't
know.
it? No.
Can't do that
Trick or treat, more like lick or teat?
one.
Yeah.
Some-
Okay, so someone knocks on the door.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd like something, tasty I can put in my mouth.
Yeah.
She comes to the door.
Yeah. Trick or treat,
know.
more like lick a tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's a predator. And then,
Right.
is that the way we're going with it?
Yeah.
That situation, next
Yeah.
thing I knew, I'm bobbing for apples.
Oh, use it as an innuendo.
Oh my, you know what's happening here, didn't you?
The apples resemble the
Exactly.
Right,
The
so,
crab apples.
Right.
So,
What? Jordan's house on Halloween. You knock
Jordan's
on the
house,
door.
you knocked on the door.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's looked down, he's gone trick or treat. Whoa, more like lick or teat. Yeah.
Next thing you know.
Next thing I know, I'm bobbing for apples.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or she's bobbing for apples to
Yeah.
represent the.
Yeah.
You
Or
know.
they.
Or they.
Or they.
Or they. You know. Something to do with pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
Could reference it.
And premature ectoplasm.
Leading to premature ectoplasm.
Oh,
So actually, this
What
whole
you've
thing
written
is a narrative.
it's a lewd sex joke narrative.
Yeah, okay. Well, answers on a postcard there. Would you like to see this feature back? Unfinished jokes, working backwards. Jack's unfinished spooky joke of the week.
That resembles all the laughter you just.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, there we go. What
go.
a way. Now, I think we should talk about some films, don't you? Some spooky films.
Yeah, all right.
Go on.
Halloween, isn't it? The
film.
Well, yeah, the Halloween. What a film! The staple of a good Halloween is a good horror film.
What's your favourite film to watch on Halloween?
Well,
Because it's normally a tradition, isn't it? Normally you'll put on a whatever.
I think so.
Is there a film you'll go back to for Halloween?
The thing about horror is, I think it's a genre much like comedy and say sort of Hollywood action that is full of utter tripe. There's so many bad horror films.
Yeah.
So it's
Sounds
hard
a bit like
to.
the bloody world of podcast, isn't it?
Yeah, there's so many bad
So much
podcasts.
rubbish out there.
There's so many bad features on podcasts.
Yeah, like unfinished. People haven't thought things
Yeah.
through or just lost stuff because of laziness and
Yeah.
inconsistency.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but I think
Terrifying.
I'm going to talk about. Can we talk about Hocus Pocus for?
Oh, I
Can we
thought
talk
you'd
about
never
Hocus
ask. I put a spell on you. Book. What a film.
Yeah, brilliant film.
Best film ever made? Is that what you're going to say?
Midler, Burt
Yeah.
Reynolds,
Burt Middle.
Betty Midler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bet Mids is in it. Yeah.
She's in it.
Yeah.
The lady from Sister Act.
Yeah.
I don't know her name.
Whoopie Doopie Doo.
Not that one.
Okay.
Not Scrappy Dappy Doo.
Yeah.
And Sarah Jessica Parker, very young, very attractive.
You are in love with her.
I just remember as a child
We all know
watching that and just thinking, oh. And I think when we put
You-
the
you-
trailer
you
on
thought
earlier.
Trick or treat,
and
more
you-
like lick
lick
a
a
tea.
tea. Next thing I know, I was bubbling for apples.
Oh, turns out best feature ever.
Yeah.
Yes.
What a film. Classic Disney.
Oh, unbelievable.
It's been a few years since I watched Hocus Pocus.
It's so
I've seen it so
quotable.
many times.
It's so homely and warm and
Yeah.
funny, but kind of scary at the same time.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It really straddles that.
You'd like to straddle, wouldn't you?
Next thing I know, I was bobbing for apples.
Oh dear.
But yeah, Hocus Pocus would be one. But good horror films that I would suggest. I'm quite a big horror film fan.
Yeah, you watch probably more than me actually. Yeah.
So over
Because
the
my life is a horror film.
my favourites would be It. I thought
Banger.
was brilliant.
Second one, seen that?
I have.
You got an anecdote about that?
Ugh.
Let's do a brief foray into Kenny's rant
Bloody
of the
hell.
week.
Well, all right. Okay. Stop. Listen to me, you people in the
You pumpkin little runt.
Next thing I know, I was bombing for apples.
That's the title of the episode.
That's definitely the title.
Undecided at the
Yeah.
moment. But.
So I was in the cinema watching It, Chapter 2 or It 2,
Yeah.
and it's something I've noticed across being in the cinema for quite a few horror films is that
Yeah.
because people because it's a horror film and they're on edge, people want to sort of break the tension
They
by
do a nervous
speaking
laugh
more,
or a talk, don't they?
speaking more, or laughing more. But when I went to see It Chapter 2 at the Savoy Cinema in Nottingham on this date,
Plug.
there were
A
people in
haunted
there.
cinema. The ghost of an usher. Not
Yeah.
Usher.
No.
Ghost of an usher.
Usher. Can you imagine Usher there?
Vanilla ice cream. £5. £5.
£5.
That's more shocking than the ghost.
Yeah. Next thing you know, I was paying £5 for ice cream.
Yeah.
There were just people talking loudly in the cinema, and if you're in the cinema,
Don't do that.
don't do that. And the worst thing is, with a horror, it's all about suspense and tension, isn't it? And
it holds you.
absolutely ruined the film.
That's a shame,
It
isn't
ruined
it?
it.
You
And
haven't
it's,
really had the experience.
it's super long. It Chapter 2.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to sit through another nearly 3 hours.
What
I've
you can
seen
do?
it
Wait for the
once.
old DVD to come out.
I guess. It was good. Don't get me wrong. It was very good.
What you saw of it?
yeah.
You had a pop at someone, didn't you? Had a little go.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I shouted at someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and someone.
Then you lured them into a storm drain after the film.
Yeah, I did. Bit their arm off.
Little paper boat floating along.
Yeah. He said,
Wow.
"Oh, trick or treat! Oh, I'll fucking kill you." What?
Yeah. Was that a
That's
punchline?
what I said. Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's annoying, isn't it?
It's really good.
It's really good.
I
I liked it.
reboot of Halloween.
Mm.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Is that what version? The Rob Zombie one? Not that one.
No, the one after. So last year.
Oh no! I didn't. When they were older. No, I didn't. Although
so
it
it was Halloween. It was basically they scrapped everything.
Yeah,
in
they
Halloween
started off.
2, so straight from
Yeah. Like
however
40 years
many
later, wasn't it?
40 years later, 30 years. Yeah.
Looked great.
The original loved
Looked
it.
great.
78, 79.
That's early, isn't it? Wow.
Loved the reboot.
I shall watch it.
Alien, classic,
Alien. Oh,
amazing.
that reaction when the
Yeah.
through the chest, genuine fear.
Hellraiser. Although Hellraiser
I've
1,
never seen Hellraiser.
Hellraiser 1, crikey, I went back and it's aged poorly. But Hellraiser 2, fantastic.
Well, that's the thing, isn't
Hellbound and then Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth,
these
very
classic
good as well.
horror movies, looking back at a
Yeah.
lot of them, they don't tend to age very well.
Well,
mate. That's the charm of
Yeah.
them. But also, sometimes you think it's a bit tacky.
I think
believability's
there's
lost.
something. The ones that age well, I think, are the ones that don't. They're not relying on body horror as much. So something like The Omen ages well because it's still scary because Damien's still terrifying. Something like The Exorcist, which is really
Yeah.
influential, but now looks laughable.
Yeah. I
Um,
don't think I've seen Omen either.
Omen.
Man.
Oh man, I've
Oh,
seen
man.
it.
I saw The Exorcist
good.
play.
Really? Was that good?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
The girl who was playing
No.
the naughty demon girl,
Mm.
you could just hear her keep exiting the stage through like kind of a trap door, which was
Oh, that's
so
annoying.
loud.
Yeah.
Just the acting was kind of weak, and
Yeah.
I think bits of it were funny when they really shouldn't have been funny.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't see anybody jumping or anything, which was a shame because
Yeah.
I thought it might translate quite well to kind of being on stage, because like Women in Black and things like that
Yeah.
are just fantastic on the
I've
stage.
not seen that
so,
film,
the film's fine, but
Yeah.
the stage show is obviously amazing.
but I would say other ones that they're kind of your old guard.
your old ones,
The Thing, and the classic
The Fog,
Romero
Yeah.
zombie films, but
Rocky
more
Romero.
modern. Cabin in the Woods. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I have.
That
yeah,
is.
yeah,
I love
yeah.
the
Long time
subversion
ago.
of the horror genre
Mm.
by having it as kind of like a weird sort of
Yeah,
show, sort of where they decide what's happening, and it's let's lower the temperature and release the smoke, and
release
it
the
was
smoke.
really good.
It's good. Yeah,
The Descent,
yeah,
fantastic
Yeah.
British horror.
yeah.
Get Out and Us,
Get Out, man. Yeah, that's on my list. Absolutely brilliant.
what film?
One of the only films I've seen people will give a round of applause at the end.
Mm.
Yeah, just fantastic. If people haven't seen Get Out,
Yeah,
it's everything: horror, psychological
Yeah,
thriller, drama. Fantastic.
It Follows. You
Yeah,
seen that?
I've seen that.
That's
yeah.
really cool about
Yeah.
the STI kind of. That it works
sort of a
as an
metaphor
STI.
for disease.
You basically you have to pass on this kind of curse by having sex with someone, and then
Yeah.
this person just follows you.
That was the one that they end up on the beach, isn't it? And it
Yeah.
smashes through the cabin. Yeah,
That's right. Yeah. I wasn't a
I think
massive
we
fan
watched
of the
that together,
ending.
pretty
Did
sure.
we? Yeah.
Possibly. Yeah,
because it kind of went into a classic sort of horror where it was more of a.
Yeah.
It was horrible to just feel like you're being
Yeah.
something's just following you.
Yeah.
And it just can't be stopped. But Blade, another.
Yeah, Blade, I
one that
suppose.
I love.
Yeah. That's old now. isn't
Saw #1.
it? Yeah, I'm
Loved
not
it.
that big a gore guy, so
You're not, are you?
for the sake of
You
gore.
didn't like the remake of Evil Dead that we watched, did you?
Well, it was okay.
I
It's
really
just-
liked it. It was very
yeah.
gory. But
I think when gore's justified, I like it. But.
we have a massive place in our hearts for James Wan,
Yeah, right.
The Conjuring.
Yeah. Well, we're going to watch another
Another
the
Annabelle
newer
later.
Annabelle this very evening
We are.
to get in the spooky mood. But, yeah. Conjuring were great, 1 and 2. All the Annabelles are fun.
Yeah,
All
they're
the
cool.
Annabelles are fun.
They're cool.
Yeah. You know what you're getting with things like that, but
Yeah.
sometimes it's nice. You know?
They're really cool, I think. But
Yeah.
my favourite, I've listed all those off. Those are horrors that I
Yeah,
love.
you've listed a lot. Yeah.
But my favourite
Go on.
is 28 Days Later.
Ah, yeah. Is it a horror? I guess it is a horror. Yeah.
It's pretty scary.
Yeah. Yeah,
That
it is pretty
scene where
scary.
he lights the candle in the kitchen and you get the running. It's the running.
Yeah, those shots of
The running.
kind of the running,
Oh
and
my
yeah,
God,
it's very
it's
tense,
terrifying.
isn't it? Yeah,
And it's got
great performances. As well.
great cut, yeah.
Amazing.
Ray Winston. Is it Ray? It's not Ray Winston.
No,
It's
not
the
Ray
guy
Winston.
that looks really similar to Ray Winston.
I can't remember the name actually.
Cillian Murphy is in it, who people
Yeah, young.
will know from Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, good, very British cast, isn't it?
Yeah, really.
Who was it that directed? Was it Danny Boyle?
I'm just having a look
No,
now.
not Danny Boyle.
Naomi Harris, who people will know
Oh yes.
from the James Bond franchise.
That's
plays,
right, that's right.
Moneypenny. Christopher
Moneypenny.
Eccleston. who
Yes, love Christopher
the,
Eccleston.
Soldier.
Mm.
Brendan Gleeson.
Brendan
That's who I'm
Gleeson.
getting
That's who you're
confused.
thinking of.
And it was directed by Danny Boyle.
Yeah, it was Danny Boyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is my favourite horror of all time.
Oh, it's tough if you're passing the ball, the
Go on.
proverbial pumpkin
Yeah.
to me. I don't know, man. I don't watch as many as you. I mean, for classics, it would be stuff I watched when I was young. A Hocus Pocus. I mean, Binks, our cat, family cat, obviously named after Zachary Binks, of course. These are going to be a lot lighter than yours, but The Witches, if you remember that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where their face was melting off, and it was genuinely terrifying when
Cool.
you're young. And the pram goes down the hill, and they've got to get it.
Nice.
A cameo from Rowan Atkinson. Yeah, really like that. All the Conjurings really like.
Yeah.
I will fight in defense of Paranormal Activity.
Really?
I actually
mean,
think
the
the
first one.
first 1 and 2 were
Yeah.
genuinely jumpy, generally
Hell yeah.
scary. When I watched them for the first time, was looking over my shoulder for a couple of days, and I did feel genuinely a little bit on edge because it was the first horror that I'd really seen that was felt grounded and felt real.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's
I
the
think
things
it
that
was
spook me.
It's a watershed moment for horror, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it's the reality of horror that scares me. If it's a crazy werewolf diving around, it's not quite as scary for me as just a camera catching something just moving out of the
Yeah.
corner of your eye. So I still remember seeing 2 in the cinema and with a few friends, and we were all kind of generally a little bit scared after seeing it.
Yeah.
Really like that. I tend to err on the lighter side of like your Shaun of the Dead or your Zombielands or your Haunted Mansion or Curse of the Were-Rabbit, which is one of my favourite jokes in when the Peter Kay says, "This is arson, someone arson around." Funny.
We forgot to mention Insidious as well.
Yes,
we love
Insidious.
the Insidious 1, 2, and 3. All James
that
Wan
whole
again.
kind of
That
world,
whole universe is
really good. Obviously, a lot of the Stephen King stuff, like you said, Shining, whatever,
Yeah.
I watched a few.
I watched
few kind
Pet
of British
Sematary
ones
not long ago.
Yeah,
It was shockingly bad.
Yeah, it's a shame.
It was
we were gonna go
so
and see it.
bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, we were.
King
yeah.
gives the rights away to a lot of his stuff, and it doesn't always.
Have you seen that
pay off.
there is a Shining sequel
Well, there's a book, isn't
There's a
there?
book
The book's
that he
come out. Yeah, I think
wrote
my brother's going to get
a
it,
while
yeah.
ago, I think.
Mm.
And the film is starring Ewan McGregor.
Well, I like Ewan.
as
I like
the
Ewan.
son grown up.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got a.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
It's not called like The Shining 2 or anything like
The
that.
trouble-
It's got a name.
They're going to hold it up to the
that I
standards of
can't
the first,
remember.
aren't they? And I don't think he liked the first.
King?
He didn't like the portrayal. No.
Right. Okay.
But there we go.
That's interesting.
What can you do? Yeah, I prefer the lighter stuff. I think. I mean,
Yeah, it's called Doctor Sleep.
yes, Doctor Sleep. That's right.
It's going to be interesting. I'm excited.
I need to see a Doctor Sleep because I'm always tired. We both are.
That's the long-term depression.
I would think so. Just have some trick or treats. That would be fine.
Yeah. So that's our films.
Yeah, I'm
Any
a
of
little bit
those?
lighter. I like an alien film. You know, like
Yeah.
Alien or Signs or
Super 8 was good.
you know, Super 8 I liked a lot. Yeah, Close Encounters. Again, they're not horrors. They're more kind of sci-fi things. But I've always been on the lighter side of things, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, what are your favourites, people in the universe? Why don't you get on the twits?
Get on it.
Roll Up Pod. We're all over Facebook. You can just Google Rock and Roll Up Podcast. You'll find at least 2 to 3 working links.
Yeah.
So, hallelujah. What about music though? What about spooky museums? Spooky music. Anything a little bit? You like Ghost? Well, we both like
Oh,
Ghost.
we both
Slipknot.
like
I guess
Ghost.
they're a bit spooky.
Yeah.
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 We
Slipknot.
like Alice Cooper, don't we? A lot.
Yeah.
There's a
listening
link
to Feed
between
My Frankenstein.
horror and music, I think, in the theatricality of it. The kind of
Yeah.
it's very dramatic and kind of staging. It kind of becomes more theatre than just a gig.
Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn Manson, of
Yeah.
course, kind of the poster
Even-
boy for kind of shock.
I mean, people
music.
like Eminem, when he
Mm.
did the kind of the chainsaw and the.
What was that one where he was in the middle of a forest, like in the video?
Oh, I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I'm not sure.
But
He was
some
being
of
chased
the
by something.
yeah,
Mm.
some of the his music is very sort of dark sounding, and
Yeah,
think
it is
there's-
very bleak actually.
there's
Yeah.
connections with metal, especially. So people like Gwar
I
and
think,
people
yeah,
like
thematically,
Dimmu Borgir and
yeah,
Cradle of Filth.
And there's so much black metal and death metal from Norway or Sweden or whatever. I think, I don't know. I don't want to guess why. I think weather plays a part. You know, being freezing,
Yeah,
and bleak,
maybe.
and there's not that many people around, and
Mm.
there's a bit of a cultural thing around metal in kind of Scandinavia, whereby it's like more metal bands there than anywhere else. So it's like
yeah.
there's
Still
something.
hits the charts all the time. Doesn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. The
All the
stadium's built for metal, so it's like, I don't know what it is, but there's a lot of kind of evil music.
Yeah.
The question is,
Yeah.
have you listened to a band and you genuinely feel unnerved after listening to them? Or is it just a gimmick, like Cradle of Filth, when he gets home, Danny
Yeah.
Filth, he takes his makeup off and he puts on Gogglebox, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or do you think
And
he's
he has
sacrificing goats to Baphomet?
No, I don't.
No?
I tell you, I think it's the way that the position you put yourself in. I mean,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. If I'm in the house alone, maybe my mum and dad's in the countryside, it's a dark day,
Yeah.
and I put on incredibly loudly on headphones, maybe
Yeah.
Black Sabbath's first album,
Yeah.
and it's eerie. It is eerie.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Well, people thought they were Satanists
yeah,
early on.
yeah.
You know?
And people like there's Electric Wizard and
Mm.
Dope Throne. Is that one of their albums?
Sammy Davis
And-
Jr.
Yeah, him. Yeah. I'm not sure if I've ever been truly unnerved by
No,
music.
there's music that's too extreme for me to listen to. It's more the
Yeah.
backstories when they do kind of a graphic, disturbing black metal album, and you go, oh well, that's just their gimmick. No, he
Yeah.
murdered someone.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and he
Yeah.
did this in prison. Right. Okay.
What?
Probably won't listen to that one then.
Because you're more into that kind of side of metal than me. What's
Murder metal?
What's your favourite? Have you got a favourite death metal or black metal group?
Oh no, not really. I the people I'll list, true black or death metal fans will laugh at, but
Yeah.
you know, I appreciate the work of people like Cradle of Filth or whatever,
Yeah.
just because their drumming is well, they've had a few, but you know, it's just so technical and so
The drumming's
so good,
amazing on
and
death metal, isn't it?
I like the just how dramatic that some of their melodies are and things. I
Yeah.
can take or leave the vocals, to be honest. If you put really good vocals over 90% of death or black metal, it'd probably sound pretty good.
Yeah.
Just kind of sound thrashy or
I agree
symphonic
that
or whatever.
the kind of, we're not against screams in metal at all.
I'm not against screams. I'll tread on cracks. I'll jump over children,
Yeah.
and I'll listen to some screams.
Yeah,
Not
just
a problem.
the kind of the very deep screams. I don't.
Yeah, when
I'm
they
not
come
as
from the
into.
bowels of hell.
It's impressive. Don't get me wrong.
There's a time it does take technique, otherwise
Yeah.
you completely blow your voice out. But yeah, I think I like the classical edge of a band like Cradle of Filth, where
Yeah.
if you didn't have the vocals, it kind of just sounds like a film score. So, but would I stick on an album? Well, no, I wouldn't stick on an album.
No, I would say my favourite kind of horror-inspired band, goth sort of band, would be Bauhaus. A very old from the not very old
From the
sort of-
18th century.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, playing with
Flutes,
and dancing around.
lutes.
Bloody.
The new album.
Next thing I know, I was bobbing for apples.
Flutes and lutes.
Yeah, Bauhaus, band from the late 70s,
Yeah.
carried on. Pete Murphy being the lead singer.
Tom
They've-
DeLonge in this one. or?
Tom DeLonge.
Tom
They've
DeLonge.
got a great song, Bela Lugosi's Dead,
Yes.
which I found
Which
out,
Bill Bailey covered, and it was really funny.
found out earlier was done in one take
No,
and was the first song they ever recorded as a band.
that's annoying.
Yeah, right.
Wow. Spoiler: she wasn't dead.
Yeah, Daniel Ash. I was just had to remember the other member of Bauhaus. There were two others, but Daniel Ash and Pete Murphy are now still the only members of Bauhaus.
Still going.
Recorded
Bella's still dead.
live in the studio in a single take during a 6-hour session in January 1979.
That's
It was
ridiculous.
the first thing they recorded together 6 weeks after the band had formed.
What on earth? I'm still tuning up the tom-tom 6 weeks in.
Bela Lugosi's dead.
Tell you who I do like. Lordi.
Yes, yeah.
They dress full costumes.
Yeah.
Finland's Eurovision entry and winner in like 2000 and something.
Yeah.
10. Or
Mid. Oh, was
Yeah,
it?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
don't know when it was.
Hard Rock Hallelujah. People will recognise that.
Hard Rock.
They're a real good band. They're kind of. I know you're not a big Kiss
Hallelujah.
fan, but they've kind of taken the Kiss thing and gone. Well, we're just going to go full in with a horror theme and squirt fake blood over people. I'm going to have demons' wings, and we're all going to dress up. But the songs are actually really there melodically. There's a lot of great riffs and a lot of great choruses, and they always do a good chorus. So, I would recommend checking out songs like "Devil Is a Loser" and
Devil is a
"Rock
Loser.
the Hell Out of You" and songs like that. from Lordi.
2006 it was.
Wow,
2006.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
There are yeah,
Wow.
similar to that actually. I quite like.
That's old, man. I'm
like-
old.
I'm old. I like Murder Dolls.
You got Misfits
I
as
like Wednesday 13 being
Wednesday
the lead,
13.
the
Remember them?
lead singer
Yeah.
of Murder Dolls when he went solo. I think.
Ever murdered a doll, mate?
No, not. There's always time. Annabelle.
Still time.
If Annabelle scares me
Oh.
too much later, I shall.
Oh, Psycho. We haven't even
Yeah.
got into the realm of Hitchcock.
Right.
Let's bring it back to movies.
Okay.
Any Hitchcock movie.
Yeah.
The Birds, Birds
oh my
2,
God, the Birds.
The Crows,
Return of the Birds.
Return of the Birds. The Birds 3, this time it's personal.
That scene in The Birds when is she out eating her lunch or something? She sat on the bench and they're all just petrifying.
Yeah. Birds are scary, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Always salute the magpie, otherwise picks your eyeballs out.
Whoop!
Next thing I knew,
I was bobbing for eyeballs.
bobbing for eyeballs. That's the title. Scratch the apples. Bobbing for eyeballs. Well, there we are. So we've talked movies. We've talked music. We've had some jokes. We've talked superstitions. We talked about the history
Yeah.
of
But-
Sam Hain. You know what we need to talk about now?
What do we need to do?
Some of our podcast brethren.
Yeah, some
That's
of our,
right.
our buddies. We're going to get
Some
on.
of our spooky ghost demon friends.
We're going to have our special monkey tennis coming up. But first of all, here is our recommended podcast of the week.
Oh, let's hear it, baby.
In 1957, Laika became the first animal to orbit Earth. What kind of animal was Laika?
What is the only team in the Big Four North American sports leagues which shares its name with one of the Avengers?
And here's one more question for you. Are you the type of person who enjoys playing trivia games, learning new things, and having a bit of fun along the way?
If you are, or if you just want to find out the answers to those other questions, then our podcast, Quiz and Hers, might be right up your alley.
Each week, one of us writes new trivia questions for the other person, covering everything from science to history to pop culture to sports.
And every question in a game relates to some theme, like Game of Thrones,
Internet memes,
sandwiches,
or animals in space.
Some of the themes make more sense than others.
So if you like trivia, learning, or real couples testing each other's knowledge and patience, check out our podcast Quiz and Hers, part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network.
Quiz and Hers, the trivia podcast where we test each other's knowledge and the strength of our relationship.
Well, Leica is a dog, so I win.
No, it isn't. There's a monkey in it.
Are you testing the strength of our relationship?
Yeah, you testing the
No,
strength?
Leica was the dog.
Right.
The monkey was called King Kong.
Right.
You're
Send that
thinking
into,
of.
yeah, well,
Send
that
that into
sounds,
Quiz and
that
Hers.
sounds good.
A trivia podcast. Do you like trivia?
We love trivia.
Yeah, you like testing your knowledge?
I like testing my knowledge.
You often like testing our relationship, don't you?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
You've been testing our relationship over the last few pods.
Haven't I?
I heard you going it.
Our relationship.
You've been going at everyone. I
our
thought,
relationship with
oh,
the
this
mainstream media.
this
This chap.
this chap's going to come for me one of these days.
I would never.
No,
I would never do that.
that's our recommended pod of the week. You can check them out.
Quiz and
everywhere.
Hers, yes. They did a good cooking episode about souffles, skillets,
Souffle.
celebrity chefs, anything with a C sound.
Yeah.
I'll have to call you
Skillet.
something with a C sound.
Skillet.
Quiz and Hers, good
Skillet.
people,
Hello. Skillet.
a friend of ours in the Big Heads community.
Yeah,
Our
check
Quiz
them
and
out.
Hers, check them out. But now you should check out our bloody fun spooky edition,
Spooky.
Monkey Tennis, more like demon tennis or something like that.
Demon monkey.
Oh, Demon Monkeys, play the Demon Monkey jingle.
Monkey tennis.
I think we can all agree. Pretty powerful stuff.
spooky stuff.
Spooky stuff.
Spooky stuff. Ooh. Boo! Oh, he's juiced everywhere again. What is it? What is in a pumpkin? Pulp.
Yeah,
Flesh.
pulp. I'll beat you to a
Pulp.
pulp.
You've got Jarvis Cocker up in you. Pulp.
Pulp.
Good band.
Be like common people.
There he is.
There he is.
There he is.
Jarvis. Jarv.
Old Gangles himself.
Yeah.
What's Monkey Tennis, mate? What's Demon Monkey Tennis?
Demon Monkey Tennis is it's an Alan Partridge inspired segment where we
Yeah.
pitch ridiculous and stupid TV shows,
serious?
films,
Yeah.
speaking tours, pornographic movies.
We've done it all. This
Um,
week with a scary
normally
theme.
via a pun on a name and
Oh,
then
yeah.
the explanation.
Oh, yeah.
I want you to hit me with your first spooky
With my
monkey
spooky rhythm
tennis.
stick. Pitch for a movie.
Right.
The Texas Chainsaw Mascara.
Right. That's good. Yeah.
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 A family of cannibalistic psychopaths embark upon an unlikely business venture. Mascara made from the blood of their victims. Word spreads quickly, like the blood,
Yeah.
and soon the whole of South Central America wants their hands on the latest massacre mascara. The family find themselves trapped in a fake world of materialism, brands, fashion, celebrity, and murder, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Nice.
Texas
Nice.
Chainsaw Mascara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we? We better get the rights for that quickly.
I think we
'cause-
should. Let's scrape up some of your pumpkin juice.
Yeah.
Pop that under the eyes. There we are.
There you go.
Sell that.
Okay.
Get that on Pinterest. That's the latest trend, right? Pinterest.
Is that the latest?
I think
one?
that's the latest trend. Pinterest. Yeah.
Mm.
Have you heard of the thing called MySpace? Have you heard of
Yeah.
that?
Hell
it's
yeah.
Gonna blow up,
Blow.
baby.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Pitch for a one-off live TV special.
Oh, live.
Oh.
Added pressure, mate.
The Vulcan Spread.
Okay. Yeah. Fine. I can. Yeah. I can. Yeah.
Christopher Walken hosts the cast of The Walking Dead for a Halloween-themed dinner party where not is all as it seems.
Oh, it's not what it seems. Tell me more.
Oh, fill in the blanks there.
Wow.
What could happen?
What
at
could
this?
happen? I like that.
The Walken.
The wow.
Fill that in.
That is funny.
Not everything is as it seems.
More cowbell.
The Walken Spread.
Cowbell just floats in.
Yeah. That's great.
That's funny.
good.
That's
I
very
like it.
funny.
Thank you.
Picture a movie. Ronnie Darko. A troubled teenager is plagued by visions of deceased British comedian Ronnie Corbett. Oh, okay.
He's just in the background.
Yeah, Ronnie Darko.
Have you heard this one? Okay. Yeah, I've heard that one. I've heard
Just
that
carrying
one.
candles. Oh, that's funny.
It's just four
A stub of
candles floating
candle.
around there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ronnie Darko, troubled teenager, is played by visions of deceased British comedian Ronnie Corbett, who manipulates him into committing a series of crimes in BBC Studio Centre. It's a good night from me, and it's a good night from him forever. That's the tagline. Get that on the poster.
I like
It will
it.
just be the silhouette of his glasses. Ronnie Darko.
All right. That works. That's nice.
Go on then.
Okay. What one do I leave till last?
It's hard. To be honest, I've led with me good ones, so it's all,
Okay.
it's all downhill for me.
Pitch for a 12-part TV show.
One more than 11.
Master Death Chef. Popular serial killers.
Popular. Jack the Ripper's on board.
Popular serial killers are given another chance at life by undertaking an NVQ level 3 diploma in becoming a chef.
NVQ.
Each week, the public vote on who they want to win, with the person with the lowest votes being killed by the person in front.
Oh, the twist! Wow.
So
Incorporated into a meal, perhaps?
Peter Sutcliffe's at the top. He gets to kill Ted Bundy.
Oh, wow. My fan fiction's coming alive. That's great.
And then in the end, they're all dead, so that's great.
Yeah, right. I'm trying to think who's still alive that would be good for that.
Frank
but
West, I think, is alive.
West, yeah, he'd be on board. He'd make a nice flan.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'm yeah.
Maybe it's judged maybe by the Zodiac, but you'd have to find him.
He just sends in reviews, leaves them around in code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he liked it. I don't know. I don't know at this point. It's just a symbol.
Master Death Chef.
You know what? It sounds great, and it sounds like a great name for a song. Master Death Chef. Now, I've gone a little bit haywire here. I'm trying to...
Worse than getting serial killers against each
Yeah,
other? Okay,
they're
all
not
right.
great. I've linked one that isn't too linked, but I'll try and go for double. I think you'll let me off.
All right.
Picture a live show at Wembley Stadium. It's a theatrical piece.
Okay.
But it's real. These are real people.
Right.
Freddie Mercury versus Jason. Freddie Mercury versus Jason Donovan. Bare knuckle boxing. It's going to be in Wembley for charity.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Now, there's a program that goes alongside this, which isn't necessarily spooky, but it fits the Queen theme.
Right.
All right, so Fred's he's fit. He's training.
He's dead.
Jason.
Is that an issue?
I'm not sure where you heard that.
Okay,
He's
right.
always alive in my heart.
Yeah, that's true.
We were watching some Freddie earlier.
Yeah.
He's bare knuckle boxing.
That's basically
he'd
a
be up for
description of any day.
that. Yeah. What you up to? Popped on some
we
Queen.
all listened to some Queen earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, they're gonna have a scrap. Running alongside that on kind of the B channel, if it were.
Right.
Another one fights the Musk. Elon Musk simultaneously trains for around 18 months with MMA experts before stepping into the ring with John Deacon, who, although retiring from music in 1997, has been learning the Brazilian art of capoeira. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So on the card at Wembley, Freddie Mercury versus Jason
Yeah.
Donovan and Elon Musk versus John Deacon.
Okay, the only way I can think of making it better
Go on.
is that Freddie and Jason are commentating.
Well, I think
Is
they'd
Freddie
be up for
Krueger
that.
on board?
Krueger, he's not called back yet.
Oh,
He's not called back yet.
I'm sure I'll get to you later in your dreams.
Yeah. I don't want to sleep again.
No. Jason's in there. Let's admit, after Jason X, he'll do anything.
He will do anything at this point. Yeah. So yes.
Michael Myers was up for it, but then his career was
After Austin Powers,
somewhat revitalised.
What? Michael Myers?
Oh no, Michael.
Oh.
Not that one.
Not that one. Good. Go on.
Good.
Got another one?
Bit of a strange one.
Yeah.
That one.
It was.
My last one.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not a. Okay.
We're leading in. It's too self-deprecating, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've done the thing where we're going, it's not going to be good before we do
Picture
it.
a TV
This could
show.
be brilliant.
Here we go.
I'm
Picture
picturing a TV show. Come on.
Blind Date,
Mm.
Halloween edition. Okay.
Okay.
3 classic horror characters battle it out to find love and claim the date of an atypical, innocent American blonde virgin.
Fine.
Freddy Krueger, Chucky, and Jeff Goldblum as the Fly are already signed up.
Jeff Goldblum as the Fly. Good. Jeff. Yeah.
You know,
Jeff. Get Jeff on anything. He's a good guy. Jeff will
can.
do that.
I'm thinking
Blind date.
So you've got the typical, the horror teen, the perfect horror teen.
Yeah, sure.
But behind the curtain, just
That is a great
the guy
idea,
from The Hills Have
mate.
Eyes.
That's a great idea.
Jason Voorhees and just
wow, I can see it.
the woman from
Can someone draw this or sketch
the
this?
nurse from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah, great.
And they're trying to get the blind date. Really,
Yeah.
they're gonna kill her.
Contestant number 1, what would you do on our first date? I'll kill you! Okay.
Well, I'd take you down to a nice lake and then
Sounds nice.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, blind date Halloween edition.
Yeah. What do you call a dark, twisted blind date?
What?
Cella Black. Because Cella Black hosted it, didn't she?
Yeah,
Cella Black. She's dead.
I got it.
She's dead.
Yeah, she's dead. Poor
But
Sil.
we're going to do a Ouija board tonight. She'll come back.
Yeah,
She'll come back.
Sil's in for it.
Sill's up for that. She
Sil.
did actually quit Blind Date because she said her husband contacted her from beyond the grave to stop doing the show. That is a true story.
That's not true.
It is a true story.
put that
I'm
in
not
your-
doing the
You're in the
superstitions now.
superstition section
No,
again.
That is true.
Wow.
Now, last one here.
Spooky. Yeah.
Picture a TV. Silla. Picture an animated show. Don't know if we've done that yet.
Cool.
Scooby Dooby Brothers. Look, I'm going to be honest. That's all I've got. Scooby Doo and the Doobie Brothers team up in an adventure for all the family, but I have no idea what happens after that.
No.
So it's just probably just a Scooby Doo episode featuring the Doobie Brothers.
That's great.
Yeah, post Michael McDonald.
Yeah.
He's not up for it.
Yeah. Showing your age here, mate. I didn't realise you were a 65-year-old surf rock fan.
What can I say?
Yeah.
I've had the old vocal cords massaged, making
Doobie
youthful.
Brothers. Good, didn't they?
Yeah.
Quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Long Train Running. Used to play that in a band.
down,
Doing a little boogie here. Shaking me tukush.
down around the corner.
There we go.
Next
Corner.
thing I know, I was bobbing for apples.
Scooby Dooby Brothers. So
Like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, that wraps out that bloody hilarious Spookums feature. Boo. Just a little bit more trickled out there.
Little bit.
It's all a bit green now. Bit green.
It's green.
Yeah.
Sludge.
It's slodgy.
flubber.
You've got some pertinent, spooky questions for me, haven't
just
you?
a couple of questions that might.
How did I know that? Because I'm psychic.
Interest, yeah. It's not like it's on the TV in front of us with the layout of the episode, including all of your jokes, which people think are coming off the top of your head, but actually are all
I
pre-written.
can't believe you've just said that. You absolute. I can't believe you've done this.
What is the scariest thing to ever happen to you?
I don't know. Wow.
Or the most scary?
Scariest
Any
thing?
weird thing that
Yeah, I've had
has
weird things
legitimately
happen to me.
scared you? Or
Yeah, well, I suppose it's a combination of things. But when I used to be very scared of the dark when I was young, so I
Yeah.
used to hide under my duvet.
I
And
don't like the dark either.
no, I just
Even
didn't
now,
like
I'm
it.
not a massive fan of the
No,
dark.
I used to have a nightlight for years. I used to wet the bed for a long time.
Really?
I was a little. You wouldn't know it now. It's not like I'm anxiety ridden now or anything. You know, I got rid of all of that in my teenage years. Let me tell you.
Of course.
It was things like I used to have terrible nightmares.
Did you really?
Yeah, when I was very, very young, I used to tell my mum, "Oh, the blue lady came for me last
Oh
night,"
my god.
and she used to be like, "Right,
There
okay."
she is. The blue lady.
I've gone numb. The blue lady.
Who
Yeah,
could that
yeah.
have been? That was Marge.
Yeah. I was watching The Simpsons at the time. Yeah.
The blue lady.
So I used to have these dreams where I would be like, I was like, you must have had those dreams where you're in like, it feels like you're in like a haunted house where the floor is kind of tipping up and I couldn't gain my balance and I was rolling around and like people were laughing at me. It was awful. It was hideous.
Yeah, you hate that, don't you?
I hate all
Being
that kind of
laughed at.
stuff. I hate all that.
Yeah,
You know,
it's just as well. No one's laughing at this pod.
well done, mate.
Set you up for
Well done, mate. I you know what? I let you have that
Yeah,
one.
thank you.
You know, we're a team. Brick. So things to do with the dark, and I think it's the unknown, isn't it? I remember when I used to live in Wiltshire, I used to live near a station called Avon-Cliff, and kind of near Bradford-on-Avon. Cliff. Ooh,
Cliff
Avon, the River Avon.
That is scary.
He is scary, yeah.
Yeah.
Lives with the priest, and I know what they're up to. Probably reading the Bible.
Probably.
What a wonderful time.
Yeah.
And I, when it was kind of 5-6 o'clock coming home from work, I'd have to walk through the little wooded area.
Oh, I've
Up
been
the
there.
hill. We
Yeah.
walked up, didn't we?
We walked up.
Some old people picked us up and
Yeah,
drove
that
us
was
to my
scary.
house, which was
Yeah,
terrifying.
I got to be honest. in the dark alone,
because there's
if
no
it was
lights.
wintry, that would be
So I had
quite
to have
scary.
my torch. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I walked up from the station in the dark once or twice, and I was like, this is not
Yeah.
good, because one of the times, as this happened to my brother as well, out of the foliage came a black
Blue
dog
lady.
in the form of a blue lady.
Yeah, a black
A
dog.
black dog, yeah.
Mm.
It's like the beast of Bodmin Moor.
Mm.
It came a relatively normal dog. I think it was like a Labrador, quite a pretty dog.
Yeah.
And I just stormed past it because I was like, I'm not going to have some standoff with the dog, just going to act normal.
Yeah.
It was growling at my brother when he went. But
Wow.
so
The same place.
yeah.
Wow.
So the damn thing, I'd imagine it just comes out of someone's garden, probably is what happens. But I was scared enough as it was.
the
And this-
Devil's Garden.
yeah, it's called the Devil's Punch Bowl. So I
Yeah.
don't think that's got any relation to
Yeah.
the woods. But that bloody dog come out as well. And I thought, this is
Oh,
a bit of me
that's-
thought, I just don't want to get my throat ripped out by a dog.
Yeah.
But because of the connotations of kind of the spooky animals and things, I was just like, yeah, I'm not really up for
Not
this.
loving this.
So that was
Yeah.
genuine fear. I would
Yeah.
bomb up the hill, and after that, I got Mum to pick me up from the station.
One, I've got.
Go on. What about
I've got
you?
a horrible story.
Have you?
When I was younger, I used
So much younger than today.
to. Yeah.
Never need anybody's help in any way,
Mhm.
apart from that exorcist you went to.
Yeah. Help me.
Help me, please.
When I was younger, I used to record VHS tapes.
Mm.
I used to record films off the TV onto VHS.
Illegal. It's not.
Yeah. Well, a little bit. And one day I was, I think, rewinding a tape.
Good old tapes, eh?
Yeah, they're good. They were good.
They were
weren't
good.
Yeah, I had them all labelled.
I've still got some
and
tapes.
All
Still got
labelled.
some
Have you?
tapes, Yeah.
Anyway, I turned on this this videotape thinking that what I had recorded was either before or after, and I think there must have been a section like either before or after what I had recorded.
Okay.
Where it had what was on it before.
Yeah, yeah. So went over it.
So let me paint
There
you
was
a
your mum.
Let
She
me
was in
paint
her
you a
underwear.
picture. That's the worst thing. Worst thing ever. Let me paint you a picture. I'm a
Okay.
young guy, and I put in this tape, and
I'm scared about
there's a car driving along a highway in a kind of what looks like a police chase, and it's presented like a sort of news report, right? So this car is driving along this highway. This is true. This actually happened to me. This car is driving along this highway, and it's like a TV helicopter, and it's filming the thing, and then this car comes to a stop, and then it like a news program,
And you're thinking, what's going
and
on
then
here?
someone in the car starts bashing their head against the window,
Oh no!
and then their head explodes.
Oh my god!
And I was probably like 12, 13,
Yeah, but that's
and
horrible.
and it was petrifying. And I turned it right off, and I had no idea what it was. And do you know what it was? It was the beginning of an episode of the X-Files.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's gruesome, even for X-Files
Yeah.
standards.
But I thought it was the news.
Oh my god!
So it really, it was scary.
That's horrible.
yeah.
Are you all right?
No.
No. You
Oh.
can't watch the X-Files to this
There it
day.
goes again. Little green
Whoop,
fiddle.
whoop, whoop. The
Yeah,
X-Files
so
theme is
that's
terrifying.
that's probably from what I remember when I think
That's horrible, isn't it?
when I've been the most scared. That's probably the most scared I've
I
ever
thought
been.
you were going to say there's a very similar video, and it was when jump scares were becoming a thing, like memes.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
that sort of demon woman
Yes.
jumps up. So you're
Yeah,
watching
yeah,
a car
yeah,
chase, and suddenly this demon shouts at
Yeah.
you. But that was even worse.
That's horrible, isn't it?
Oh mate,
So that's the most scared I've ever been.
that's terrifying. I don't like jumpy things. I don't like people jumping out and that.
You're
My
right.
arm's gone numb. Is that normal? My
Printed.
arm's gone numb. Is that normal?
Your face has
short
gone
breath, is that
slanty to
normal?
one side.
Is that normal?
Yeah.
I smell burnt toast. I'm not an animal. Well, that's awful.
What would you have on your tombstone?
Oh,
Anything interesting?
I'd love something smart and pithy, but I'm not going to be able to think of it now.
No.
I'd probably put. Next thing I knew, I was bobbing for apples. I
Fine.
don't know. I love
Fine.
Spike Milligan's. I told you I was ill. I mean, I just think that's brilliant.
that's
I
good,
told you I
isn't
was ill.
Um,
Maybe This Way Up.
Yeah.
Someone's probably done that.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
mm,
I don't know. I have no. I don't know. Do you want to be buried? Do you want to be
maybe
cremated?
Dead Funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good.
something like
Do
that.
you want to be buried or cremated or?
You know, I have a fascination with I like looking at gravestones and kind of seeing the history behind it, but you know, I don't know. There's something there's something very macabre, isn't there, about being buried and being kind of there and being part of that. But I would like to be cremated. Well, what I would actually like is to be put on a kind of a long ship with kind of some kindling, pushed down into a lake, and then them to fire arrows at me like a Viking burial,
right?
And I would just burst into flames,
okay,
and burn to ash amongst the the Viking Valhalla brethren of mine.
Cool. Not sure that will happen.
Not round here, not near Swindon or anything.
There's a small park down the road I could do.
You could push me. I could push you in a
I'll
shopping
try
trolley.
pushing you in.
You pop me in a shopping trolley and just I'll have a lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like a real dramatic Lord of the Rings burial, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's going to happen.
Your worst way to die, I think mine
You
would
can
be.
guess mine.
I think mine would be in that long barrow, still alive.
Yeah, I'm not dead. I
Yeah.
just wanted to go out on the
I think
ocean.
yours is drowning, isn't it?
Drowning, choking, any of those kind of things. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
always had a thing about that. I
Yeah.
think it strays into probably an OCD thing or something, but I just don't like the idea of. I mean, nobody likes the idea of choking, but to the point of
Yeah.
I get worried about eating.
Not a fan of sexual asphyxiation, then.
Not always.
No.
No, not always.
No.
It was after the thingy from InXS died. I thought I'm gonna take that belt off now. Start putting it around my waist instead.
Yeah. I don't know. My worst way to die.
Just not being able to breathe, man. It's just
I think would be. I don't know. Burning.
telling the
maybe?
joke and it bombing and then you just collapsing. You straight away.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I don't know.
Remember when we watched that Tommy Cooper death
Yeah.
together? That sort of haunts me. That. Oh, he sort of.
He's making a sort of.
The breath is leaving his body.
Old Tommy.
Just like that.
Just like. Oh.
You might have been a ghost.
Zombie apocalypse. What's your weapon of choice?
You know, I haven't held many weapons in me. I like a stick or a staff if I'm going walking. I often do a bit of hiking. We found a staff outside your house.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Don't know what that was doing.
Staff infection. That's what we
Yeah,
found.
that's what I found. Yeah. I've held in my time doing a bit of extra work a couple of safe rifles for various wartime things, and I have to say, as heavy as they are, there's something very powerful about holding a rifle.
Right.
Big old gun.
I've never held a.
No,
Never held a gun.
Never. There's something about it which is like, I don't know. You kind of.
But a zombie apocalypse, they'd hear you.
I know, but I suppose I could have one with a.
I think it's got to be a melee.
With a blade on the end, or.
I think
I don't know.
I'd love
to
be
club or something.
proficient in bow and arrow. I think that would be.
Yeah, I used to do archery for a while.
But I think mine would be a katana.
A guitar.
A katana.
Yeah. Santana.
Carlos
Santana.
Santana.
He's
I'd
there.
like to just throw Carlos Santana at people. He'd probably play them a lovely.
Don't forget about it.
Um,
Get killed by a zombie. Yeah, I don't know. It's something I can hold in my hand.
I quite fancy a bat.
A bat with some nails coming out of it.
No,
Crowbar.
no
nails?
No.
Why?
They get stuck in the head. Where's your arm?
Oh, you lose. Oh, biting distance. Oh, you've researched this.
Yeah.
You've been watching the Walk and Spread.
The walk and spread. I think a katana. I think the most proficient killer I've seen in zombie things is Michonne in The Walking Dead, and she has a katana. And I think
so a katana was like a
samurai sword.
It's a samurai sword.
Yeah.
So it's got the curve. The curve. No,
that'd be
straight?
that'd be like a sick. Yeah, it's kind of a standard.
Quite a thick blade, isn't it? No,
not too thick. No.
What am I thinking of?
What are you thinking?
Lightsaber. I think that's what I'm thinking of.
Well,
Not
actually,
sure.
a lightsaber
That would be good,
great.
wouldn't it? Yeah. Something like a bat, a one-handed weapon, really. But I could give it the two-hander if I needed to.
How long would you last? Do you reckon?
You know what? I wouldn't go out at all if I could help it. I would be one that would build up a fortress around myself, like I do in Fallout or various games where you can Minecraft. You know, I would build some kind of base whereby once I'm in, I'm in.
Are you good at building? Or?
I'm not great at kind of crafting things.
I'm not. No.
But if I had to,
I think
I'd
die very quickly because I'm
makeshift,
unfit.
You'd be all right
running away from zombies.
Yeah, but you got the power. You would launch them.
I don't know.
I think
you have to.
You'd give up.
Those that, I'm done.
You go. I can't.
To be honest,
bothered.
I'd never enjoyed life before the zombie apocalypse, and now not into it at all.
Yeah, you'd throw yourself in.
I think it would be.
We'd be all right.
You reckon?
We'd be all right.
Would we still run the pod? Do you think? Too loud.
We would be on like DAB radio.
Oh.
We'd be like we'll be the safe haven.
Is that how we make it?
People will be listening to us every day for to keep their sanity alive. You know,
maybe.
Yeah. In a post-zombie nuclear fallout land,
Yeah.
we'd be the ones with a radio station, mate.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Saving people.
Next thing I know, I was bobbing for apples.
Zombieing for bapples. Yeah, difficult. I don't think it's going to happen. Well, there's a lot of zombies around here, so
Yeah, there
you
are.
never know.
Yeah.
I'm cracking
So
a few of them.
that's my one of them was, how would you most like to kill somebody? But I'm not sure.
You know, I would just beat someone to death
Would you?
with my bare hands,
That'd be
because I've never had a fight and I've always wanted to smack someone I don't like.
So not only are you saying,
Or I'd like choke someone out.
yeah,
I've got a strong grip from drumming and
yeah,
things over the years. So
I think if I was at a point where I'd like to kill somebody, or I am killing somebody, I'd want it very close.
you'd just smack them. It don't take much to knock someone out.
No, I'd want it close and looking into their eyes as the life leaves their eyes.
Yeah.
Are
we sick?
Yeah.
I think we're going on that serial killer program.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you're going to do it
properly.
do it properly.
Do it properly.
You know,
Don't shoot
that
someone
goes
in
for
the
all
back.
you potential killers out there. If you're going to do it, I'm just joking. We're
Yeah.
using satire
Yeah.
as a means of therapy, really.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
going to give you a feature now, mate, because we're running out of spooky times.
Yeah, we are. Go
I'm
on.
going
What
to
are you
give
gonna...
you a spooky, scary-themed hip trip hooray. More like hip trip Blu-ray. Blu-ray?
Hip trip hooray. Hip trip hooray.
Did you say Blu-ray?
I did, yeah.
Why?
I've got quite severe Tourette's.
You mainly just make noise.
I do. What were we doing earlier? We were going...
Yeah. Can you imagine if...
That's annoying, that, isn't
Can you
it?
imagine if one of my neighbours came across this podcast and they'd be
Yeah.
like,
And
hold
had a
on a minute,
katana.
that sounds really similar to those, like,
Rewind the video that you watched earlier. Yeah.
That sounds like those special guys downstairs.
Yeah.
Um,
Just listen closely, darling. What's that? Look at that audio spike, baby. Yeah, we've just got incredibly high voices because we're talented. It's
anyway,
fun, though.
hip trip hooray.
Expel the
Let me
the
guess.
ectoplasm.
Let me guess. Oh, it's spooky locations.
Do you want to
Is
not
it
kill the
Stonehenge?
theme, mate?
Is it Stonehenge?
It's one of them done. No, it's not. It's not. I've googled spooky places.
Stonehenge.
Okay, I'm going to read you some TripAdvisor reviews as always, and you have to guess the location of said review.
All right.
We begin with a review titled "Dull and Dated." It's like this podcast. Just kidding. Please give me money. I'd have been better entertained if I'd stuffed the $26 for me and my wife to get in down my throat and choked on it. If I could hope...
If I've learned anything from all of this,
Yeah.
is that people write some fucking shit.
I
don't
know.
they?
I
What?
know.
Okay. All right.
They'd have been more entertained if they'd stuffed the money in their gullet.
Yeah.
If I could hocus pocus $26 back in my wallet,
Hocus
I'd go
pocus.
for a McDonald's instead.
Okay.
Yeah. So
It's not good value for money.
what we can take from that is it's not good value for money. Where could that be? Somewhere spooky.
Is it a haunted house?
Of sorts, yeah. Somewhere spooky in America. Somewhere that's there a lot of injustice happened to women, actually, and some men.
All America. All of America.
Yeah, it's all of America.
Oh, good. Good.
It would be.
Where is it?
It's a witch museum.
I'd rather-
Salem Witch Museum.
Is it?
Yeah.
Which is eh?
Witches,
Eh?
eh?
That's Hocus Pocus. They're in Salem, aren't
There
they?
we are. See.
You've got the Salem Witch Trials, and
yeah.
you've got the £26 Witch Museum, which is a waste of money. I'd rather shove it down my throat.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, at the end of the day, go from McDonald's. They've obviously a lot of tourist stuff around there to do with witches. This particular one isn't a museum as much as it is. There's some waxworks. There's a voiceover going, "The year is 1640," and you know there's a bit of lighting. Too hot in there, goes on too long. People don't like it.
Okay.
Go from McDonald's.
Shove it down your throat. Didn't someone say a couple of weeks ago they wouldn't let us jump in the something.
Off the Golden Gate Bridge.
Oh yeah, they wouldn't let us jump in the Golden Gate.
What is this?
Bloody Nazi. What is this? Nazi
Germany.
Germany. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Maybe people on TripAdvisor get a life.
Get a life. This one's different location.
Yeah.
Entitled "Waste of Time." Unfortunately, my wife and daughter had to leave as she screamed as soon as the doors to the venue were opened. Just a funny visual, that. No way to get out early, so felt like going around IKEA in the dark. And I was appalled at the depiction of our PM, Boris Johnson, that they had on display.
Right. RP. So that's recent.
Very recent. This was like a week ago.
Right.
So Boris is there.
Is it Madame Two Swords?
Oh, it's dangerously close.
Is it?
It's within the sphere.
That kind of.
Yeah.
Where is it?
It's the London Dungeon.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the thing is, when you buy tickets to a dungeon, you're probably going to scream a little bit.
Probably.
She's bought tickets. She's gone in. Woohoo! This is too much
Is
for
this
me.
a dungeon? Well, I didn't
I'm
see
out
that
of
anywhere.
it. I thought that's a dungarees.
Why is Boris in the dungeon?
There is a thing of him in what I believe to be in the stocks, and you can pose for a photo with him, which is generally, you shouldn't really do that.
That shouldn't be a thing.
No, but it is.
That shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah.
No.
It's like satire is now allowed against people that collectively most people hate.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you're allowed to
Wow.
take the mick out of him because he's got funny hair.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
The PM.
So quite a few people are offended by it, actually.
Well,
So-
I mean, I think it's funny, but I can
it's
see
funny. I
why.
would get a photo with it, but I can see what people are offended. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the Prime Minister. People come from
Oh.
all over the world.
Lord and Saviour.
Yeah.
They do.
They
Yeah.
come all for. You wouldn't have, Barack Obama. Something.
No.
You wouldn't have Trump. Would
I'm
You
sure
probably-
they probably have,
there's
yeah.
loads
No, I
of
don't know.
Trump. Yeah.
Well, don't go there. It's like IKEA in the dark. One more.
Have you been there?
I haven't, although I worked next door tonight. Many people know it's Shrek's Adventure. And there were many fire alarms where the whole building, called County Hall, was evacuated. So we'd all go onto the green outside the London Eye. And, of course, everyone in costume would be out there. So you'd see Jack the Ripper over there. There's, Sweeney
Jack the
Todd.
Ripper over there, yeah.
All the people that were scared of them now just out with them as well. It's a really
Yeah.
weird thing. Do we then go back into the show?
Yeah.
Or do we just go home?
Break that immersion.
Yeah. Nothing looks
You
good.
broke
in
your
the light.
immersion heater.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
That'd be a nightmare, wouldn't it? That'd be very
That's what's
Halloween-y.
scary. Cold shower.
Oh, that is horrible, a cold shower.
Can you imagine Psycho? Psycho, but it's a cold shower.
Oh,
It's even
no, she
worse.
gets in. Oh, Jesus, turn the boiler on.
He comes round, he opens it, he goes, "What are you doing? I'm already cold."
Good stuff. One more. Worst possible start.
Right.
If you like being surrounded by people with the attention span of a goldfish, this is the place
Sounds
for
like
you.
me in the cinema watching it too.
That's true. It's a myth, though. Goldfish have actually pretty good memories.
Yeah.
Approached the bag security ahead of going in, and the guard looked at me and said to his friend, "You can do this, guy. He looks like a fucking nightmare."
What?
Yeah.
That's not very nice.
Where's that, mate? It's
Oh,
a
what's
haunted location.
That's a security thing, is it?
Well, that was to get in, yeah. The
Right.
security had to pop it
He
in.
looks like a
A nightmare.
nightmare.
Spooky location in the north. I'm going to say it's in Scotland, a place that's renowned for its tours of the vaults and the dungeons and things.
Some sort of castle.
It is, yeah.
Yeah,
Somewhere
Edinburgh
I would love to
Castle,
go.
is it?
It is Edinburgh Castle,
Oh,
yeah.
I've got
Danielle's
one
been
right.
there and said it was generally really scary.
You can do this one.
Yeah. Yeah. I love a castle.
Yeah.
I'm all over a castle.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Where's the have you been to any scary places anywhere that's well renowned for?
What, for spookums?
Yeah. I mean, we've been to Stonehenge. It's not particularly
Yeah,
scary.
Stonehenge
but
isn't scary.
There's a
It's-
lot of mythology
Yeah,
around it.
Avebury again,
Yeah,
kind of
and
the free
Avebury.
Stonehenge. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
it's not scary. I've been to a few.
The
I went to West Kennet Long Barrow.
Yeah, I was going to say the
and
Long
I
Barrow.
saw some kind of sigils that kind of self-identifying witches
No,
or Wiccan
nice. Nice.
practicing Wiccans
Yeah.
leave kind of whatever sticks twiddled up into different symbols and things.
Copies of Hocus Pocus
Yeah,
on DVD
the
and
witches.
Blu-ray.
Yeah, and I saw a few of them before. So like
Yeah.
people have their beliefs and they do what they do.
Yeah.
But have I been anywhere that I've really felt uneasy? Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Not really.
No,
Not
I mean,
really.
I've
There's spooky places.
I've been to. So I did the. I mean, not a deliberately spooky place. I did the Saw Maze at Thorpe Park.
Yes, that's
with the
right.
live actors.
Yeah.
That was cool. But spooky. I mean, not. I went to Cape Coast slave castle.
Oh,
The
jeez.
big slave castle in the southern part of Ghana,
Yeah.
and where they held it was the biggest, what was then known as the Gold Coast, and it was a room where people were held during the slave trade, and it didn't feel a thing really. To be honest,
just
well, I
suppose
felt
you'd be
emotion
feel
because of the
awful, wouldn't you,
history, but not like an eeriness of the. I mean, people would have died in there.
Oh yeah,
Hundreds probably.
some places do have kind of an aura
I didn't really.
about them. But I don't know, man.
It was chilling. It was a very cold place. It really got you to the bone. But again, just physical factors that can be explained through science. What?
What's that?
But no,
what's
it
that
was.
behind your cup's floating?
Ooh,
Is that?
oh, it's 4 candles in the air.
Oh, my lord.
No, that was one of the most profound experiences of my life. Probably going to that slave castle.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised,
I've
man.
been there a number of times
Puts
now.
things into context. Well,
But,
you love it, didn't you? Always going back there.
Oh yes, yeah, I've got the T-shirt. Yeah,
I
I've
went to Slave Castle and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
Oh god.
Yeah, more than what they got. So you should be grateful.
Yeah, that's
actually,
true.
shouldn't you?
Yeah, great place. Anyone who's
You've got the mug.
I've got things from the castle. Yeah,
What have you got? Keyring.
No.
Fridge magnet.
Fridge magnet.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was. There was an amazing. This is the Halloween episode. This is quite not spooky, but
Not eerie.
there was a corner of the room where there was like a step down, and the floor was quite uneasy. Not uneasy.
Don't tell me you fell down it.
It was very hard, but it wasn't flat.
Yeah.
And it turned out that the corner of the room that had a step down was actually had been dug away by people at university, and actually we were stood on kind of like the feces and the blood and all literally stood on the pain of slavery, and the room had slowly kind of it crystallized into this what felt like the floor, but actually it was just we were stood literally on history. It was
Rock and Roll Up podcast. Stood on the pain of slavery. Get the T-shirt now. Jesus
But yeah, that
Christ.
was,
Should we have a bloody laugh, mate?
that
Before
was
I
a-
top myself.
that
Sounds profound.
it was and scary.
Yeah. Wow.
And come here for all that good stuff. Anyway, should we finish off with some pun association?
Yeah, let's do some puns, I think, mate. I'm gonna have to get a Kleenex.
You shouldn't be wanking, really.
Oh my.
And your specialist subject is Pun Association.
Pun Association. Just want to apologise there for our raucous, offensive, some say disturbing content as of late. Again, all said under the guise of comedy.
People will say, "Yeah, but it's not funny."
Yeah, well, I think it is.
Yeah,
And you think it is, so.
So, but no, obviously we say everything in jest. Talking of in
But
jest,
till the mic's off, then it's
awful.
absolutely despicable.
Pun association.
Pun association this
Halloween
week.
special.
Halloween and trick or treats. That's the combination today. Everybody at home or in the castle, please get hold of us with your puns.
Yeah.
We're going to lay some on you now. Halloween and trick or treating. Kenny Beveridge, start me off.
How many have I got prepared?
Looking at the list, looks like 15 to 20.
Yep.
So, looking forward to this first one, baby. Here we go. The floor is yours, my friend. The crystallized blood and feces floor is yours, my friend.
God.
That's from you because you've been juicing all over the show.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's a callback. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Trick or treat and sort of sweets.
Looking forward to this joke, baby. Here we are.
Kit.
Sorry, mate.
Kit.
Sorry,
Kat,
mate.
Ghoul.
Have you not written any?
I've not written any. Have you written some? Pass
I've got
yours.
5.
Pass yours.
I'm not sure that's a part of
Go
the
on,
game,
let's
sir.
have help me.
Harry Boo?
No.
Hobnob Goblin?
Yep, that's the one. Hobnob. That was mine. That's one of mine. Hobgoblin. Yeah.
Custard Screams?
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Werewolves Originals? Werther's Originals. Werewolves Originals.
Okay. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Marzi Pan, the neo-pagan horn god. Pan.
No.
Witchcraft Foods Incorporated.
Witchcraft.
Craft Foods
Yeah.
Incorporated.
I mean, they are evil.
Topical. They are.
Craft.
Yeah. That's me done.
Right.
So rather like Jack's joke of the week, we're
Yeah.
now live on air, an hour and a half in, going to come up.
Double decker.
Double decker. Okay.
Double pecker. Double.
That's that would be in a kind of a freak show. So yeah. Here we go. What is Halloween related? Okay.
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin. Let's go. Flumpkin.
Flumps.
Flumps. Fine.
Boom.
Flumpkin. Done.
All right.
Let's move on.
I'm gonna give you one, and you're gonna
Excuse
do it.
me. I'd like the choice.
Okay. Bounty.
Okay, my brain has gone It's gone Count Dracula. Okay, it's not an exact
Bounty Dracula.
Bounty Dracula is not good. Okay, so I'm not going to say that.
Okay.
Okay, bounty T. Bounty. Okay,
Caramac.
Okay, Caramac. Okay.
Double decker.
Double decker. Okay. Caramac.
What about the Nosferatu? Has got a lot of things to play.
Nosferatu.
He's got a lot of stuff to play with there.
Nos tomato.
Ferrero Rocher.
Ferrero Rocher. Okay. Pharaoh.
Something.
Pharaoh.
Ferratu.
Nosferatu.
Yep, that's the one.
Okay.
Pun association.
Cadbury. Badbury.
Badbury. Mm-hmm.
Cream dreads.
Yep. Yeah.
Pun
association.
But
as
I feel like we've petered out.
Yeah. Peter.
I went to school with him. Peter out.
Yeah. Peter in.
Peter. Well, I think we should just reflect on what we've said throughout the episode.
Yeah.
There's been some highs, there's been some lows. Have we tied it into Halloween enough? Perhaps not. Suffice to say, we're spooked. We're bloody spooked. We're going to watch Annabelle now.
We are, yeah.
Annabelle End. Something you can do with that?
Probably.
Probably have some food because I'm starved.
Enjoy this Halloween.
Have a great holiday. Dress up in a wonderful costume. Have you ever dressed up in an amazing costume?
No, not really.
Nor have I. No. And I never, ever went trick-or-treating. Ever.
Oh.
Ever. Can't do that, Mum said. That's dangerous. But the blue lady said...
I can't...
Shut up!
Why are you...
Backhand.
You're scared of dogs in...
I'm scared of...
dark alleyways and dark forest strays.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't think why.
No.
Trick-or-treating. My mum didn't like us going trick-or-treating either because she was stifling. No, because...
what you said about because you got lost for 4 days in the woods.
That was it, yeah.
Raised by bears.
Yeah. What was that horror film recently where she floats up and it's the cult at the top?
Hereditary?
Was that what? Yes,
Yeah.
that was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
It was good, yeah.
Yeah.
The bit where her head comes off.
Very cool.
That was good.
But yes.
Well, spookums. Have
Halloween.
a wonderful time. I can't quite shake the feeling that, I might be haunted by a spirit tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Some of the things we've said.
Will haunt me to the day I die. I've always really wanted to go trick-or-treating and still do want to go trick-or-treating. That hasn't really left me. It's unfulfilled.
Yeah.
I like completion.
Yeah.
I like premature ectoplasm.
I like that as well.
Yeah.
I was sat around
Go on.
waiting to go trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, I was bobbing for apples. Wow. That's all I've got to say. Mic drop, baby.
That T-shirt will be out along with the... I went to this slave castle and I got with this lousy T-shirt. That will be available on our website, which we are building at the moment.
No, we're not. Stop saying things.
Let me say the things that I want us to do in the future. We're going to have business cards.
Yeah.
We're going to have a website.
Right.
We're going to have merch. This is all going to be done by Christmas.
We're going to have episodes that go shorter than an hour and a half.
We're going to have some funny content at some point.
Yeah.
We're going to have some live shows. There's all things to come. But right now, I'm going to go. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's watch a spooky movie.
We love you.
Rock Roll Up Pod on Twitter, Rock and Roll Up Podcast, Facebook and Instagram. You can listen to this scary content on
iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, the Big Heads Media website.
BooTube. Hey?
BabeTube. That's something different.
LightTube. I'm going to hit you with one in a minute. And a zombie holocaust.
There you go. Enjoy this Halloween, everybody.
Oh, have a spooky time. Carve some pumpkins. I've been Jack.
I've been Kenny.
Carve my name into your body. Peace out.
Thank you.